Another aspect of genetic therapy has to do with the advancing field of stem cell therapy. There are new state-of-the-art treatments available that utilize stem cells in order to improve the health of the heart. Patients that have experienced a heart attack or heart disease can be treated with stem cells that have the ability to develop into new and healthy muscle tissue. Similar techniques have also been used in order to regenerate other parts of the body or parts of individual organs. In one famous case, scientists biomanufactured a windpipe for a patient with the patient's own cells. They were able to do this by taking the stem cells and allowing them to grow in culture before pouring them over a scaffold in the shape of a windpipe. Just by providing the cells with the nutrients to grow, they were able to recreate a human windpipe in the laboratory just in a matter of days. Because the windpipe was created from the patient's own cells, the body did not reject the windpipe when it was surgically implanted into the body. This is one of the first successful cases where a patient's life was changed through the scientific advancements of genetic organ replacement. Stem cell therapy is exciting and will become increasingly common and popular over the next century in the United States. Today, there are a few places where stem cell therapy is available internationally, especially in Asia, but they have yet to be medically certified and there are still a number of pertinent risks involved. In the Western world, stem cell treatments are currently going through clinical trials. Although the results are mixed, continual progress is being made. There are many scientists that believe that stem cell research will lead to a new future in medicine, but policies enacted during the presidency of George W. Bush have set the United States behind by at least a decade, and other nations in Europe and Asia are currently taking advantage of their head start, and may one day eclipse us in these new and futuristic medical therapies. In just a few short years, genetic testing will become affordable enough that it will become a common and recommended part of prenatal care, as well as regular checkups throughout the lifespan. Over time, more and more genetic disorders will be able to be effectively treated with gene therapy. And with every breakthrough, people will be that much more likely to live a longer and healthier life. Once the clinical science is sound, it won't even be a difficult ordeal for the patient. It would simply be like going to visit the pharmacist or making a call to a specialist pharmacy. After receiving the medication, one will be able to administer the medication on his or her own, and without the frequent oversight of a medical professional. Not long after these genetic treatments are made available to the public, stem cell therapies will quickly become more and more advanced as well. There are even companies that have expressed a desire to take your stem cells and develop them in a laboratory environment. The goal of this treatment would be to take your own stem cells and foster the healthiest cells to multiply. After these cultures are developed, they would be mailed back to you in order for you to inject them to alleviate health conditions and other symptoms related to the aging process. Beyond genetic engineering and stem cell therapies, there will come new forms of medical treatment that we are just beginning to research today, but will surely flourish in the coming decades: nanomedicine and femtomedicine. These are tiny, genetically engineered cellular machines that will be able to improve your health by altering the functions of your body in a positive manner. They will be able to repair and alter particular forms of cells so that they function optimally, even after a period of long life in which you would expect to see the physiological breakdown. It is even believed that these treatments can also preserve and repair the brain itself. Isn't that exciting? There are countless people in the world that have a litany of big dreams, more than they could ever hope to accomplish, in a single lifetime in some cases. They have these long checklists of things they want to do in their life, a whole wide world they want to explore. Some have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and want to read thousands of books or learn dozens of languages in their life. There are countless more people that have spent their early lives living on the edge and suffer from issues such as alcohol dependency or drug addiction, which have harmed their bodies and their brains. With these forms of genetic and nanomedicine, it will be possible to repair the bodies and minds of these individuals, allowing them to make a fresh start. It is possible that addiction itself may become a historical curiosity as a result of these medical advances. Would you learn to play multiple musical instruments? Would you research for decades in order to write the perfect novel? Would you visit every country on Earth? The number of dreams that humans have yearned for is nearly infinite, and most never live to achieve all of their dreams, if they achieve any of their dreams at all. If you are still alive in the near future, around 2032, you will be able to take full advantage of what longevity medicine and anti-aging therapy have to offer. Sometime in the future, we will finally overcome the condition of aging. We will be able to prevent all illnesses and be able to live in perpetuity, as long as we don't succumb to an accident or similar fate. This is the extreme vision of immortality medicine. By the time we make it to the 22nd century, there will already be individuals that have taken the road to hyper-longevity, and there will likely be millions of humans that have taken part in this great leap forward into posthumanism. They will not only be healthier, but smarter too, with further advances in genetic science that allow us to amplify the capacity of our brains. As people continue to develop down this evolutionary road, will we even consider them humans anymore? They will represent a new version of humanity, and they will likely use a new term to define themselves, whether that be neo-human or some other clever word or phrase. I believe that this advance into neo-humanism will also lead to a new era in space travel and human colonization. With these extensive lifespans, many neo-humans will inevitably turn their eyes to the stars in a desire to find new worlds and discover new lands and extraterrestrial life forms. Brave neo-humans from all over the planet will take to interplanetary space vessels in order to colonize and experience new worlds and lands that are beyond the scope of human imagination. All of the things we've discussed may seem incredibly exciting to you, but we understand that these innovations are going to come in the near future. If you want to take part in this grand human experiment, it's important that you live long enough to seize these innovations as they come. There are steps you can take now to alleviate the negative symptoms of the aging process and increase your odds of experiencing the new human revolution. My suggestions will not ensure that you will live for the next 20 years or longer, but they will potentially drastically decrease your mortality risk so that you are able to seek out this new and exciting future that we have laid before you. Today, the door to neo-humanism, hyper-longevity, and even human immortality is slightly open, and there are many alive today that will experience these magnificent and life-altering advances. It's quite plain to see that we are at the crest of an event horizon, beyond which it will truly be possible to lengthen lifespans indefinitely. The most important thing is to breach that horizon. By taking steps to increase health and lifespan now, you allow yourself the opportunity to take care of further, greater medical enhancements down the road. The most modern advances available today are in the form of recombinant hormone replacement therapies. By optimizing your hormone balance, you increase the odds that you will live long enough to experience the new up-and-coming breakthroughs of the mid-21st century. If you live just a few more years, new genetic medical treatments will become available, which will significantly increase your lifespan. While you are enjoying the benefit of genetic medicine, researchers and medical scientists will advance and perfect genetic therapy and stem cell therapy, allowing you to live even longer. There are a number of stem cell and gene therapies going through clinical trials as you watch this, which show great promise in preventing or treating serious illnesses which severely inhibit lifespan today. As the medical community becomes more adept at using these new tools for the purpose of treatment, they will begin to utilize these treatments as forms of positive medicine. They will be able to treat patients before they even get sick in order to optimize their health and greatly improve lifespans as a result, because the incidence of illness will decline significantly. In addition, these same treatments will be able to streamline existing physiological processes, keeping the body physiologically stronger and more youthful. They will be able to tailor these treatments uniquely to the individual in order to give the best care to each individual patient. If you enjoyed this series about human immortality and would like to learn more, or would like to learn more about hormone replacement therapy, please click the link below in the description of this video.